the enlightened sages tell us that there are 9 states of consciousness. So 7 of them, most of us, when we are on the spiritual path, we are really stringent about ourselves and our habits, about thoughts, and you can get over to the 4th side. It's called the Turiya state. The Turiya state is the meditative state. And that meditative state that you all go beautifully in is a state that can be maintained in your waking, in your dreaming, in your sleeping. You're sleeping, you're already there, but you're just not aware. Your awareness, your consciousness is aware, and it's alive in all 3 states. That's why even after a deep sleep and you didn't have a dream and you can wake up and you say, I didn't dream, but I had a good sleep. How did you know? Your consciousness was there. In dream state, what happens is that all the things that you think about, you feel about, that's stored in your subconscious, which most of us are not aware of, it comes and projects itself. So you may, in your dreams, and you may think of like this as like, wow, I was being chased by a tiger, or I missed a bus, or, I was flying. And these are all meanings that your subconscious is trying to get to you. So record your dreams, especially after these meditations, especially deeper meditations. You'll find your subconscious is trying to tell you a message. Your dreams are giving you a very good message, what you should be focused on and where you should be going in life. So we do dream analysis. So that's why it's a very fascinating field, because your subconscious talks to you, each individual person. So whatever you see in your dreams is actually about you. You are the character. You have so many persona. So those of you who've read Joseph Campbell's books, and so it's the hero's journey. So you are the hero in every single dream you have, even though the dream is about people and you think of places and situations. There are aspects of that dream that's speaking to you. Now, in Turiya state, that's the 4th state of consciousness, when you go into your meditation field, there's also a deepest part of you. So when you start to meditate, especially in these sessions, don't focus on the flashes of light or imagery. Leave it aside. Go back to your breath. So that as you're focused right now on your breath, so even now, you can be on your breath. Breathing in, tummy goes out. Breathing out, tummy goes in. So there's always a breath, and just be aware of your breath. So just being in that state, I just want you to write down, and if you yawn, that's pretty good. You're letting out stress. Okay, Sandy, that's a good. So any one of you who's yawning, it's pretty good. You're releasing stress. Okay, now, please write down on the chat box, what's your level of stress today or right now? Okay, and just give a few words. Why are you stressed? What's on your mind? It takes a few seconds by the time your answers populate. Just look for yourself and, have a glass of water, to drink water, just ground yourself. So I see a level 5 here, 4.5. Good. Anybody with 8, 9, or 10? 7, better than yesterday. Good. 7, worried about friends and family. Today is a good day. 5. Yeah, we want to get a less than 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay. 5, money, work, grandmother passing. Fear. Yeah, there you go. So it's a lot of fear coming out. And it seems real. Watch too much news. That's a good one, friend. So limit your diet of news. If you can, just limit your diet of news. And I'm going to show you something for whatever it's worth. Okay. No work, the money issue. Good. Good. So just get it out. You're going to find that we cannot control the circumstances. We never did. But before this happened, we had an illusion, a delusional thought that we are in control of our lives. We are not. We never were. We never will be. But what we are controlled off is our reaction to the circumstances, our reaction, our creativity. So why do we worry? There's something here that, I'm looking at. Someone very kindly sent me. Everything is not locked down. Sunrise is not locked down. Sunset is not locked down. Love is not locked down. Family time is not locked down. Kindness is not locked down. Creativity is not locked down. Conversation is not locked down. Imagination is not locked down. Reading is not locked down. Relationship is not locked down. Although being in close proximity with each other can really strain a relationship or bring it closer, which is why the necessity to meditate and to know more about your soul, like what Dan was saying about yourselves, is very, very important, because then you come to your natural state. Now, work from home is not locked down. Sometimes this is the time when you can do, it's an opportunity to do what you've always wanted to do. Okay, so I just wanted to put it in a perspective that sometimes we miss. And anytime you miss, and you're in 8 and 9 and even any level that's beyond 5, being aware of the level of anxiety you're having, or worry or fear, just look at it, right? So in the meditations we're doing today, we're going to be looking at it, and we're going to find, how do we get wisdom from within? How do I know the creativity is still there? Well, good news, you're alive. So that wisdom is within you. So is the ego part. It's like what I was saying in my group sessions today. Your right hand and your left hand. You don't just say, well, I only want my right hand and I don't want my left hand. You can't see that. The wisdom within you and your ego self, the fearful part, the part of you that is like, about survival, and like, keeping you like intact, and like, you survived yesterday, let's do the same thing. That part doesn't really think about happiness or relaxation. And yet all of us are looking for bliss and happiness. Now, it's an important thing to talk about these things rather than just go escaping and just go meditate. It doesn't make a difference if you keep doing into meditation and then you come back and you're fearful, right? So we want to know, how can I maintain a steady state? This is what I mean by state of meditation and practices. State of meditation you can drop to when you understand the nature of your mind, your thoughts, your own power. And those are very, very essential. I may go into that a little bit later if we have time. But it's very important to understand who you are. And this is not religious or spiritual mumbo jumbo. It's now accredited by science. It's a very, very scientific inquiry that the ancients have been practicing. Who are you? Who am I? Why are we doing what we want? What will give us happiness, right? And why can I be happy all the time? It's because you didn't know who you are. You didn't know the essence of what makes a human being have psychological experiences. We are now stepping into that ground. So I just want to show something with you, statistics that, people didn't realize that, hold on one second. Okay, I'm going to do a share screen. Can everybody see this graph? Okay, good. So this is research data that's just been released by Imperial College London, which is like an Ivy School college here in the US, and by the BBC. So this is the the x-axis here is the log scale used to see differences in rates at young ages. So this is a normal male death rate in blue. And this, the orange one here, the curve, is the coronavirus. And this is like the female death rate. This is the normal male death rate. And this is the coronavirus death rate. So the orange, is the normal female, and the blue is the normal male death rate. I just wanted to show you this because at the age of 60 and 70 and 90, the graphs are pretty much close together. And what it means is that does not mean that there will be no extra deaths because of coronavirus and COVID-19. But Sir David, who is was the lead author in the study, lead researcher, says there'll be a substantial overlap. What does this mean? Many people who die of COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus, would have died anyway within a short period. So you don't want to get in the news. And now I know you're going to say, well, Vijay, Dr. Vijay, the young people also died. And but I want you to know that when they plotted this graph, they considered everything. And when you look at the numbers, because once you see the media sensationalizing, certain deaths, but when you actually look at it as a graph, you realize that, it's the coronavirus affecting the COVID disease, the COVID-19 disease, it's actually following a normal curve. Yeah, there's a little bit extra, but it isn't far too great. What does that mean? We need to really look at, how can we use this to lessen the fear that is in all of us, that things will get back to normal. Yes, there's a little bit of a peak state that we are into right now. But actually overall, when you look at it, the numbers don't lie. And that the most important thing is it's not just a physical immunity. I'm going to stop the share here. But the important thing is the psychological immunity. If that fear and anxiety is worry, and you worry and worry, you're of no use to anybody, right? Everybody knows this. You're of no use to anyone. You can't even help yourself when you worry and you have anxiety and you have fear. And that's why the meditations, the practices of meditation and the states of meditation are important. Because you realize you can't control anything over there. And she's saying, Florence, I appreciate this, but my anger and frustration is around the most vulnerable, our prison population, those in ICE camps. Yes, they've been there before this calamity struck us. Yes, they are the most vulnerable population. And for some of us who are in the field, we can do something through our voluntary organizations, through our, faith-based organizations. We can do something. And that's why it's very important to touch base with yourself when you're not angry. When you're angry, you cannot touch base with yourself. You are like, figuring something out with all the dark clouds. You want to get the cleanest energy possible and then say, oh yeah, I can do this. That's within my power. Yes, I can do that. Or I know somebody else who can help with that. That creative urge is why we are meditating. Because one of the aspects of this creativity, this self, is the evolutionary self. For some people, you've never heard of this term. But there's a part of us here that when we start not thinking about ourselves as a small little me, but as a responsibility, as part of the whole intelligence, the whole divine God, whatever you may call it, we can effect the shift. How? By taking into account that our evolutionary self, when we calm down, when we relax, there is a creative urge in us when we come out of meditation. So how many of you have felt this creative urge that, wow, you had so much of energy after you meditated, you could do so many more things. How many of you recognize that? That it was right there. I've had people who said that, yes, after the meditation, when my mind was at peaceful, I could do so many more things. I had a client who was always stressed out, and he just noticed that aspect of himself. He could clean out the entire garage. There's a lot of things in his garage, right? So you could wow, Sarah says yes, Amy says yes. Yes, that's the part of the evolutionary self. That energy within us comes out, and that is the most wonderful energy to have. It's clean, it's pure, it's fulfilling on your desire. And yet, in that clean state, what we call the flow state, right? And I mentioned in the first meditation, when you're in the flow state, things happen so quickly, and whatever you want to do, it gets done. Why? Because you are not thinking of something else. You are in the present moment. You are engaged in that activity right in front of you. So the idea is, how can we get all these things done in our lives in a flow state? That is your maximum highest value potential. Your highest performance for that day, you'll find when you're in your flow state. So the programs that I have here will help people be in their flow states. Because when you're in a flow state, you get things done. When you're thinking and worrying and going round and round, it's like, a dog chasing its own tail. You have no help to yourself. You have no help to someone else. So that's why these meditations, you have to understand that part of you that is released is evolutionary. You're on the road to that. Now, if you've never experienced a break from your anxiety states, please pick the offer up that I'm giving to people to, let me see if I can type it in here. Yes, the gobeyondstress.com. Book a session. I'm giving only a few sessions for people to book a breakthrough session with me. It's about an hour long, so that we uncover what is stopping you from not being at peace all the time, not being in the flow state all the time. What's keeping you from your thriving business, if you're a business owner, great relationships with people? What is stopping you, right? We want to know the challenges. We want to know your dreams, where you want to go. And we want to know, what's a blueprint that I can put in? Next 3 to 6 months, what can I do to reduce that anxiety? And because I can't control the circumstances, you never could. But if you have access that you can bring into your presence, and that's going to bring me into my flow state, I have creative ideas. I'm a creative person. Most of you on the call, you're very, very creative, very creative. You're all leaders in your field. You may not think of it now because you think you have to worry. No, worry doesn't preclude that you are creative. You are inspiring. You have a life that you have lived well enough, and there's more to give. Going forward, you have more to give. When you are in that clear state, use this opportunity. Use this self-isolation to use what Dan was saying about doing the documentary or that creative writing, but do it in the state of relaxation. Do it in the state, because then you can get your fresh, best ideas forward. Do you see? So I did want to take a few minutes to address the concerns you have here. Rather than just brushing it aside, we want to look at it. So we start by looking at and feeling. Is this helpful? I just want to hear from y'all. You find yourself like, wow, I just can't, do anything, because of the fear or anxiety. You want to know that your creativity is not at the mercy of circumstances. Your thoughts are not at the mercy. It may seem that way. It's an illusionary feeling that you have. But really, and someone here says, my creativity is my release. Flo Bell, I don't hold the anger because I know there is nothing I can do beside pray and voice my opinion on certain platforms, hoping that someone listens. Trying to channel the discourse to figuring out how I can be of service to the cause. Yes. Yes. How can you be of service? It doesn't mean, remember when we said the last session, we don't have to wait till, oh, I am fulfilled, I am good, I am like filled with love, and then only I can give other people love. It doesn't mean that. Most people have that misconception. It just means that we take a stand for love in everything that we do. If love is your biggest, highest value, or peace, whichever it is, stand for love. Stand for your value. And as long as you stand, you don't even have to know how it looks like, but you are now a conduit for love to happen. The intelligence within you can work. And even if you come like, you're very, very afraid, you have anxiety. Now, in my case, I have a daughter-in-law who is a physician in the clinic, in the hospital. I have her sister too, a very, very dear to me, like my daughters. She's also a physician, a pediatrician, an internal, and she's also she's doubled in internal medicine. I have a son-in-law who's a physician. So I do have family members, they are doing frontline healthcare workers. And so, but the thing is that the best way I can serve them is to be clear myself, right? You have to be in the clear, and you have to know, how can I bring my light to when I speak with them? Now, My daughter-in-law and my son, they have a 6-month-old baby. He just turned 7 months this a couple of days ago. So it's like his mother, it's like a baby needs the parents. And they can't have any of the grandparents coming and visiting them right now because of, what my daughter-in-law, Niharika, will bring from the hospital. I mean, she's seeing COVID-19 patients. So it's not that there is no worry or, fear. There will be always fear and worry. But there is also light. Turn towards the light. And how can we do that? Gratitude. Gratitude. So I just want everyone, just one of the first meditations we did was put your hand on your heart. Think of one person that you love and you're grateful for to have in your life. So just focusing now, just one person, right? And then we'll just go. So breathing in and you're seeing their faces. So close your eyes and see their faces or face. And breathing in and breathing out. Just appreciate them, right? And feel your breath as you send them appreciation energy. Thank you. And memories, can flood you, and think of like a white screen that you think of all the memories of this person, all the images. Remember, it's again thoughts. And you're seeing thoughts of this person in your mental screen. And thank them for the memories. Now, with every breath you take, go deeper and deeper into your heart. Go to the center of your heart with just your breath. And imagine a wide, spacious, golden room. And right in the center of the room, imagine a white screen. And put your images of all the people that you love. All the memories that you love. Put it on the screen like a movie screen. And just give thanks for your heart, for all the people now in your life. These people were supporting you, helping you, being of service. Could also be you were of service to them. Imagine the scenes where you were given so much of adoration, appreciation, and support by people in your life. And another image comes to you. All the places you have visited. The beautiful cities, beautiful countryside, beaches, your favorite places. Imagine you're there. And give thanks for this life that you can appreciate. These beautiful memories. Now, these memories are part of you. No one can take it away but you. And you want to come back, keep going back to these memories in your heart. Visit them a couple of times a day, just to give thanks to the people, to the places you've been, the situations you've been, that helped you grow into the person you are, the beautiful person you are right now. How can you not give thanks? So every single time you do this exercise, you realize parts of you have shifted. So Melissa, you wrote something very, very beautiful. She said when I'm just paraphrasing some of the words, that when she avoids the news, she's able to appreciate this place. That she feels very blessed and appreciative. All of us can. And that light radiates from your face. And when that light radiates, people can calm down. We didn't go into a trance state. We just went to your hearts. We just thanked the people who helped you grow, who supported you, who appreciated you. And you did that to them as well, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously. Now bring it consciously, bring it into your life knowingly. When you go into this place, it's like what one of my meditation teachers, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, says, it's like when you meditate, right? When you meditate, you're like, wow, in a space, in an altered state. And then you go out, you do your activities, right? It's like a tie-dye, a piece of cloth that you dip into a color fast and it's color fast. And then you put it out in the sun. And then you go back again when the color fades, you go back and you put it into the color dye. And so this is meditation. When you're in the meditation state, you're now all in the meditation state. And then you go out and do your activities. Do not see too many of your news. Don't put a phone on all the time. Because when I showed you the graph, I said, look, the media loves the hype. And you do see it. You do see around you. But when you are physically and physiologically and mentally and emotionally strong, that's the best state you can be in, with love. And do you need people around you holding your hands and loving you? Yeah, that would be great. But you have them in your heart. Your memories don't lie. Whole day you can be in that state. Come back into that state. And then when you go back into the world to do your activities in, you carry that part of you that is so loved, and that is part of your soul that comes out. You don't have to take mind-altering drugs. You don't, because we have our soul. No matter what we have done, the highest self forgives us. Compassion. Bring that compassion out to people around you. You're going to see a lot of people at their best behavior, not at their best behavior. You don't get affected by them, because when you start going in, you're not affected. Okay, so then remember when we talked about the levels of consciousness, there are thousands of levels of consciousness, the awareness of life itself. So some people, when we say they're low-level life, low-level consciousness, that at the lowest level, they're angry, they're bitter, they are upset all the time, they're jealous, lust, greed, anger, jealousy, pride, attachment. It's very, very, very strong. People like that react with anger, with violence. And you know people like that. So a little bit of keeping away if you can. If not, there's a practice that I teach my clients here, is to do a beach ball on yourself. So putting a big ball on yourself, just if you stand up, those of you who can do it, just stand up. Imagine a beach ball. The distance between your arms is the diameter of the ball, and just put it around you like a golden light. We did that in the meditation last week, and put it 6 feet under the ground for you. Imagine, your imagination can be used in a very, very powerful sense to sort of like, wow. And we're going to do that in a bit. That's right. Beautiful, beautiful. And you can put that the first thing in the morning, just put yourself in a beach ball. That is your auric field. Nobody can penetrate that field of love. Right? So we're going to be doing a meditation on that. And then some of you feel worry about people. You worry about people in your life. What can you do? Very, very powerful. It's called a maple meditation. I'm just trying to see where my cards are. Hang on one second. I'm going to show you an image, what it looks like. I'm going to do a share screen. Okay. I appreciate there's so many of just love. So imagine a maple. This is a white screen. Can everybody see it? And imagine a pole in the middle of the room. At the apex of the pole, put your symbol for your higher consciousness, whatever the symbol is. I had a client once who was a musician, and he put the symbol for the musical note. You know, that was his symbol for God, for divine, you know, whatever, or bright ray of light. Could be a Mother Mary, could be Jesus, could be anything that you feel personally that represents the divine to you. So a pole, at the apex of the pole, at the top of the pole, put your symbol for your higher consciousness and put it in the center of the room. Okay, we're going to be doing a very, very powerful exercise, meditation, guided meditation. And then imagine there are colors, different colors. Let me see. Can't get that color. Ribbons of many colors and sizes coming out from the pole, and imagine that your family here are catching the what do you call the colored ribbon of their choice and holding it. Okay, so I think everybody gets the picture. Okay, so this is a maple, and you're going to. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why do we have to have a pole and that? Because the imagination, we're going to use an imagination, and that is very powerful use of your imagination to bring creativity, to bring about healing. And look at what we're going to be doing. All right. So I just want you all to feel it and experience that love that can like flow through you. But you are like a flute, a hollow flute. Allow that love to go through. So I'm going to ask for 5 powerful energies when we start the meditation. The first is relaxation energy. We're going to breathe it in, and we're going to bring it into us and to our body, mind, and soul. And we're going to just blow out the tension, all right, from the pole, all right? And the second energies we're going to ask for is healing energy. Let go all the fear, the worry. So you're breathing out the tension in you, right? And I'll guide you through that. Third energy we're going to ask for is the cleansing energy. So you can imagine like a waterfall cleansing you and letting go of all the difficult traumatic memories you've had, the past experiences, things that you're ready to let go. This experience alone is priceless. Okay, it's called the maple meditation. And the fourth energy that we're going to ask for is the re-energizing energy. We all faced through stress, a lot of stress that was going through the city, the communities, the world, the planet. So how do I not allow the stress to come into me? So breathing in the re-energizing energy and letting go the stress. Okay, and we're going to go through that. And the fifth most powerful energy, even if you don't remember anything else, is unconditional love. Your higher consciousness, the divine, the nature of the true self is unconditional love. So you want to feel, oh my God, all you have to do is just breathe it in. And then you'll find what just happened, right? So everybody close your eyes and imagine the center of the room, right in the center of your room, a maple. A pole with many multicolored ribbons flowing down from the side. And imagine your family and loved ones. Imagine you also going up to the pole, pick a colored ribbon of your choice, twirl it around your hands, your fingers, walk back and sit down. And imagine all your family and loved ones around that pole holding a colored ribbon of their choice. Right? Now we're going to let the guidance of this session be to our divine consciousness, our divine life force energy, our soul, whatever name you want to call it, and give it a symbol right at the top of the pole so that you can imagine it. And now let go control to that divine life force. So we begin by breathing in relaxation energy. So breathe it in from the apex of the pole, down the ribbon into your body, mind, emotions, your life. Breathe it in. As you breathe out, let go of the tension. Take 3 or 4 breaths in this manner, breathing in relaxation energy from your own higher consciousness, and let go. Let go tension. Any part of your body, mind, emotions, and soul. Let it go. Now breathe in the relaxation energy into your toes of both feet. As you breathe out, let go of the tension in your feet. Relax both feet. Now move the relaxation energy to your ankles, your heels, your calf muscles, and your knees. Just breathe in very gently. And breathe out the tension in all the cells, muscles, ligaments, nerves, bones of both your lower limbs. Just let it go. Breathe it out. Breathing in, belly breathing, expand your belly. And breathing out, let it go. Move the relaxation energy to your thigh muscles and your hips. Relax both your hips, all the muscles and ligaments, the buttocks, the lower spine, all the organs and glands in your pelvis, moving relaxation energy into every single cell, muscle, tissue, and breathing out all the tension. Move the relaxation energy into your belly, your tummy, stomach muscles, kidneys, spleen, liver, intestines, adrenals, and para-adrenal glands. You don't have to know where these glands are. Just breathe. The breath does its work. Let go of the tension. Just 2 or 3 breaths. That's all you need. But you're focusing it on your belly, your abdomen. Move the relaxation energy into your chest muscles, your heart and your lungs, your diaphragm, all the lymph nodes. Breathing in relaxation energy and letting go of the tension. Relax your shoulders, arms and forearms, elbows, wrist, hands and fingers. Breathing in relaxation energy and letting go tension from every single bone, muscle, nerve, tissue, and cell in your upper limbs. Relax your body. Let it go. Now relax your shoulders, your neck, mid-back and lower back. All the vertebrae, muscles, ligaments, cells in your back. If there's any area you feel tension in your body, just breathe the relaxation energy into that area. And breathe out any tension you're holding on to. Let it go. relax your neck muscles, back of the scalp, and your brain, both the conscious and unconscious part of your brain. Let it go. Let all the toxins, all the stress, tension, leave with your out breath. Relax your forehead, your eyes and eyebrows, your cheek muscles and your nose. Relax your ears, your jaw, and your tongue as it lies on the floor of the mouth. Relax your entire face. So breathing in and breathing out tension in your face. Thank your higher consciousness for this gift. We ask that the relaxation energy stay with us for as long as we need it. You don't have to earn it or deserve it. It's your birthright. Next, we're going to ask for healing energy. So breathe it in. As much as you want from your own higher consciousness down the ribbon into your body, emotions, mind, and your soul. Breathe it in. Breathe out all the tension, all the obstacles that prevent you from taking in your own healing energy. Let it go. You don't even have to know what it is. Just breathe it out. Your higher consciousness knows what to do. All you have to do is give it a request. Breathing in your own healing energy. Thank your higher consciousness for this gift. We ask that the healing energy stay with us for as long as we need it. You don't have to earn it or deserve it. It's your birthright. Third energy we're going to breathe in is the cleansing energy. So breathe it in, maybe like a shower or a waterfall falling on you and releasing all the past stored up memories, trauma, unpleasant experiences, traumatic experiences that you're ready to let go. Breathe it out. Let it go. 2 or 3 breaths, that's all you need. Just cleaning yourself, cleansing yourself of these unwanted or unneeded memories, experiences. Let it go. The fourth, and you want to thank your higher consciousness for this gift. We ask that the cleansing energy stay with us for as long as we need it. The fourth energy we're going to breathe in is the re-energizing energy. Many of us, as we go through our day, we face so much of stress and tension. So it's a good time to ask your own unstoppable energy, re-energizing energy, unending, limitless source. So breathe it in. Re-energizing energy, re-strengthening energy. Breathe it in from your own higher consciousness. And as you breathe out, let go any stress, any weakness that you feel, body, mind, or soul. Let it go. Just have an intention. I just want to let it go. Thank you, higher consciousness, for this gift. We ask that the re-energizing energy stay with us for as long as we need it. You don't have to earn it or deserve it. All you have to do is ask and breathe it in. And now, finally, the greatest gift of them all. And this is the unconditional love of your own higher consciousness. So breathe it in as much as you want. As you breathe out, let go of all thoughts of judgment, self-criticism, self-negativity, thoughts of you're not good enough. Let it go. It's of no use. It doesn't matter. It's not true even. Let it go. You're loved beyond measure. This unconditional love is totally non-judgmental, completely accepting you as who you are right now. So breathe it in as much as you want. As you breathe out, let go the negativity, the lack of deservingness, all the untruths you've been telling yourself. Let it go. It's not true. Just breathe it out. For some of us, this part is very, very powerful. So imagine like black smoke. Breathe out anything you don't want. Let it go. And you find that as the love fills you up, the smoke just turns white on its own, or a pink color. I've seen children do this. Whatever beautiful color, let the love go into every single cell, bone, muscle, space in your body, mind, and soul. Let it go. Breathe it in. This is the intention that we have. And now, straight from your heart, with that filled with love, imagine all your family and friends sitting around you, with a ribbon they're holding on to. And this time, breathe in the unconditional love. And as you breathe out, put your hands together and breathe out the love into their hearts. Just 2 or 3 breaths. As much as you get, they will also receive. And now extend that love to all the people who live around you, your city, your community, strangers, man, woman, and child. Just breathe it with that intention. And now extend it to the whole wide world. Every man, woman, and child, starting from your neighborhood, is just spreading. But this time is love energy. And you're breathing this love into all their hearts. All you have to do is give an intention. Your higher consciousness does all the work. And now extend this love to all the people, all the beings who are in pain and suffering. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Send love to all the people in the world who are suffering. You're holding all the worlds in your consciousness. You're very powerful. We can send them love. And now send the love to all the rivers, mountains, oceans, the entire planet Earth, all the animals, the birds, the insects. Just breathe love and just send it to all of them. Because you see, every one of us have a spirit. We're all breathing the same air. So we're all interconnected. And just send love. And now send this love to all the planets, the stars, the entire universe. Just a couple of breaths. You're looking into the stars, starry night. And now feel the love that you sent come back to you. All the love that you sent, all to all the trillions and trillions of beings, just came back, and just breathe it in. Accept the gift. All these beings are responding. You're never ever alone. Every breath we take, we are sharing this amazing, amazing life and space with trillions and trillions of beings. And now surround yourself in a beach ball of golden light, of this love. This is your aura of light and love, your protection, your guidance, your wisdom, so that you're always surrounded by this aura of love, no matter where you go. And put this aura of love around your friends and loved ones as well. Just imagine it, and just with your breath. So they are in this aura of light and love, wisdom, protection. And slowly come back into your body consciousness. Maybe you have to stretch your back, your neck muscles. Stretch your toes, your fingers. And slowly open your eyes and come back. Welcome back. So you may have to drink some water just to ground yourself. And I just want you to write down how that experience was for you, and where is your anxiety level, your fear? What number is it now? You always want to look in. Love is the greatest, greatest healing energy ever on the planet. So listen and keep doing this exercise. To peaceful tranquility and true sense of being connected. But we're always connected. We get into trouble when we forget of that connection. We don't remember it. We feel separated, isolated. No. When my mentor first taught me this meditation, I was like stunned that little old me, it was years ago. You mean I'm connected to the entire world and universe and yeah, the stars. Many of us go out to the stars and think that we're part of that system there. Yes, that's true. We are celestial. Just be in that buzz. For some of you, you're feeling the buzz. So keep drinking the water. And you can just feel a tingle when you just touch your middle finger with your thumb. You just feel we are stardust. That's true. I think it was something like 99.9% of us made of stars. We get trapped in our human life and forget we are celestial beings. Stardust, nice. Yeah. Have you not looked at the skies at night and like, wow, I feel part of that system. We're being loved. That is like unimaginable love. And you just got a taste of it. Right? Just a little taste. Imagine if that came out to your entire life. How would you be creative? Do whatever you want to do. You're so welcome, Morris. You'll be like, wow. Disaster means separated from the stars. Exactly, Amy. You got it. We are separated from the whole only because our thoughts and fear our false evidence appearing real. That's FEAR. It's actually false, because when you get connected, you get stronger and everyone in your presence gets stronger. Everyone. They just feel the aliveness. No virus, nothing can touch you. The immune system is good. Keep doing this, the Maypole meditation, so that you can send love, and you'll be amazed. We used to do this in the groups. had hundreds of people. And during the bombings, in Paris and Brussels, and during that meditation, we had people all over the world, and they reported, miracles. Never underestimate the power of your connection to the divine, to every human being, to every being in the entire universe. Let it go. If any part of you is holding on, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not true. And raise your level of awareness, raise your consciousness. So for those of you who still, thank you so much, Melanie. When you are filled with that light, you are reflections, right? So I'm going to put it down here again. Please book your appointments. I only have a few spots available. I will help all those people who are interested, because this state, if you don't understand what's troubling you, what's stopping you, tomorrow you get a call from the WhatsApp, or you get a news, or you watch the TV or the Facebook. You go into your state again, right? How do we keep it constant? And we can still open our eyes and do our work, do what's needed in the present moment, be in the flow. All right? So I welcome all those of you who are really serious. I only want serious people. The rest, I'm sorry, you had to come for more for the free sessions. But at least we can get something going for you, right? Wonder what is keeping you. Why do you freak out? Why not stay connected, right? There's usually something that's missing. So I look forward to seeing all of you again next week. And for a few people who are taking up the sessions, please come. Don't let this peace and love, next thing in the world and circumstances and family said something, lose it. You can't lose it. If you know what's disturbing you, really, let's get it knocked out of the ballpark. All right? Namaste, everyone. Namaste. Thank you.